I am a success because I dared to rattle the stars.
I am a success because I don't let others limit my potential.
I am a success because I know what I want.
I'm a success because I have the determination to make my family proud.
My name is Gabriella Massey, and I'm the Superintendent of Garden Grove Unified School District. As a parent, it's wonderful if my child receives an at or above standards on a state standardized test, but if he or she doesn't enjoy coming to school or doesn't earn a good grade in a class, that one performance on a standardized test really reflects nothing. So one of the things that we started to look at is how do we articulate who we are as a district through our mission and vision, as well as through the development of goals that are inclusive, not just of the traditional academic measures of test scores and grades and performance in class, but also the whole child. You have to have the academic skills. The academic skills are inclusive of the academic content, so those are all the classes students are engaged in and mastering that content. Also, we have a large number of students in the district who are English learners or were English learners, so academic English is an important piece of that. But there's a third aspect of Goal 1, academic skills, which is scholarly habits. Scholarly habits are an important aspect of skills that students learn of how to be a student. How do I take notes? How do I study? Even teaching students how to approach teachers and how does he or she engage in the craft of being a scholar. So if Goal 1 you think of as the brain, you can think of Goal 2 as sort of the heart. So the first aspect of personal skills is motivation. When you think of motivation, it's sort of the flip side of scholarly habits, and it's something that really greatly affects Goal 1. The second element, which is equally important, is socio-emotional well-being. You want to make sure not only that your son or daughter is learning, but that your son or daughter is loved, that he or she feels good about himself. Children go home or in the community and there may be issues that they're facing that they're bringing back to school. But we also want to ensure that each classroom, that each school, and that the district as a whole in our community is one in which there's a warm and welcoming climate and culture. So when a parent walks on campus, he or she is welcome in the primary language that they speak, that in a classroom that students feel cared for and they feel safe.
My name is Lisa Bang. I attend Bolsa Grande High School. I grew up in Garden Grove. We grew up in a pretty Asian neighborhood. We started preschool around like 3 years old, so like a year earlier than most children. So I realized that having an education and knowing, having knowledge is important in life.
Lisa is a fabulous example of academic success because she's mastered the academic content. She's developed formal academic English mastery. And most importantly, she's developed the scholarly habits that have allowed her to be successful, to emerge as a valedictorian of Bolsa Grande High School, and to go on prepared for college and career success.
At the beginning, when Lisa came to calculus, she didn't really like to work with groups that much. And this is important because she's going to have to do this in the real world. When she goes to college, she's going to have to work in labs and with groups, and she works for a company. She's going to have to work with people, and she has to learn those skills, and she has.
Mr. Alvarez may be one of the most devoted teachers at Bolsa Grande. He's a teacher that's willing to stay after school. His wife's always calling, like, oh, when do you come home? But he's like, I have to stay, they have a test tomorrow, and he's like willing. And it's a lot of sacrifice, I feel.
Of course, Lisa Bang was a unique student. She was doubting herself, and she didn't want to produce her best. I like to tell my students that they can be great, that they can be engineers, they can be doctors, they can be lawyers. All they have to do is change and desire something really strongly, and they'll be like Lisa.
He's taught us to be hardworking, to think outside the box, because in calculus there's not only one way to solve a problem. We can go many ways. I feel like he just teaches us how to look life in different perspectives and solve solutions in our own unique way.
Congratulations, class of 2016.
My name is Amber Yardley, and I grew up with my dad and my grandma until I was 15, and after that I went into foster care, and I also dropped out of school for a year, and I moved to LA, kind of AWOL even from the system, so not even foster care knew where I was, and it's kind of something I don't want to remember because I did things that they're not right.
Amber is a wonderful representation of personal skills. In spite of challenges, in spite of naysayers, whether it be people she knew personally or people that she had encountered within a school environment that were critical, that questioned whether or not she was going to graduate from high school, she made that commitment to continue her education, to attend Hare, and to even maintain a 4.0 GPA. And that takes the personal skills to be in order for me to focus on the academics.
I decided I deserved better. I didn't want to end up like my mom. My toughest moment was when I decided to come back to school. And also, if I didn't start right when I did, I wouldn't be graduating. And I'm actually graduating when I was supposed to, originally. I'm actually enrolled in a college course right now, and I'm undecided on what I want to do, but I'll figure it out. And so I go to school in the morning, 9 o'clock, get off at 3, take the bus to work, 4 to 1, go home and sleep. I make sure that I finish all my schoolwork while I'm in school, because I don't have time. I don't have time to play.
I think it was this yearning to better herself. And she had come into the classroom with these past experiences, and really trying to break away from that and change things was really a motivation for her.
Well, Mr. S's class he's an Algebra 2 teacher. He was one of the first classes I had. I've actually been his TA this whole past year because I like his class so much. He doesn't just talk about Algebra 2, he talks about car loans, how much it is to buy a house, mortgage, credit. It's not just Algebra 2, it's life.
With Amber, I knew that I needed to give her a sense of direction, but at the same time to support her in her emotional state and whatever that state that was on that given day. A lot of the times it was not about Algebra 2. It was really about being her friend.
I just started doing all my work and I was getting A's. And then the principal, he told me, you're on track to be the valedictorian. If you keep it up, you could be the valedictorian.
Congratulations!
If you can please open to page number 9 of your student packet.
My name is Pedro. I was born and raised here in Orange County. Grew up in a household only with a single parent, with my mom. I attended my K through 12 schooling in the Garden Grove Unified School District. I attended Cal State Fullerton, where I earned my Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. And then for graduate school, I attended Chapman University in Orange, where I earned my Master of Arts in Teaching and single subject teacher credential in Spanish. Now being on the other side as a teacher, I have the opportunity to give back to the district and to hopefully inspire and motivate students how many teachers and mentors inspired me and motivated me to reach my goals. I have a younger brother, which I'm very proud of because he's also working in the education field. He is a school counselor and also works here in the district at Bolsa Grande High School.
Pedro is a shining example of lifelong success. Pedro went through the Garden Grove Unified School District, maintained academic skills and personal skills in order to achieve his goal of coming back to serve the same community that he grew up in.
Childhood was a little rough, growing up in a single household, living in a low-income neighborhood that's gang-affiliated. So there was some obstacles there. My mom sometimes working 2 jobs just to support our family. So there was definitely obstacles, but for me, my education is what always kept me moving forward. There's one particular teacher, her name was Annette Watson, but she was my Key Club advisor, and she consistently motivated me, she believed in me, she worked so hard, and seeing her passion was very inspiring for me. And now to be in my own classroom and feeling passionate of what I do is very rewarding.
He was shy, and yet he was friendly, and he wanted to do work. He was a hard worker. He wanted to do that. And then by the time he graduated, he was very sophisticated and very positive and very confident that he could achieve whatever goals he had established for himself.
Education was always like a safe place for me. That's where I felt I could be successful, I can do great things. So I believe it was my high school that was my big turning point for me, where I was very involved on campus. I had very, very great mentors and teachers who believed in me, motivated me.
When you think of our district goals, it's an equation. If students are equipped with academic skills and personal skills, that will equate to lifelong success.
I am a success because of the support I receive from my family, my teachers, my school, my district, my friends, and the belief in myself to be my very best.
I am a success because even though I hit the lowest point of my life, I was able to build it back together and become the valedictorian of my school.
I am a success because of the support and motivation I received both at home and from my teachers and mentors while growing up.
I am a success because I never gave up.
I am a success because I strive for greatness.
I am a success because of the endless love and support from my family.
In many ways, my favorite time of year is the end of the year because I get to attend so many of our graduations. I see excitement on the faces of the students. It all comes back to preparing that foundation for our students when they join us. Ensuring that we've developed the academic skills, the content, the English mastery, the scholarly habits, that we've attended to students' personal needs, that we've developed their personal skills around motivation, socio-emotional well-being, and that we've developed a climate and culture that was supportive of them so that they could go on in turn to not only be successful for themselves as individuals, but to give back to their community, to go on to serve others. That's the Garden Grove way.
I am a success because I'm the first in my family to go to college. I am a success because I am self-reliant.
I am a success because I value the importance of my education.
I'm a success because I continue to persevere no matter what happens.
I am a success because I made it happen when others said I couldn't. I am a success. I am a success.
I am a success. I am a success.
I am a success.
I am a success.